So next one, priority list subcategories, of course. Within each priority list, there are subcategories. These help one to determine how should receive tzedakah if there are poor people with very needs. For example, if two indigent from the same city are in need, how do we prioritize them? So now, like, of course, all of the people are different. All of the situation. I mean, even though this is poor person and another poor person, but the difference between them is huge. So we have to like see, like as he's saying, like two poor people, right? Okay, poor, that's good, right? And then from the same city, right? So, and I have only limited amount. I'm not a rich person. Like, who should I give? Okay. The following guidelines should be used. Number one, if there is a question of pikuach nefesh, saving engendered life, one must give to that indigent, no matter how far down of the kidima list he may be. So okay, so number one, if it's pikuach nefesh, so pikuach nefesh, maybe they're going to go thrown out on the street because they could not pay rent, or they lack on food, right, or something like, or there is a medical expenses, and the medical officer, until you start paying us, we're not going to see you, for example, right? So they must start some payments, otherwise the insurance is going to shut down, or something, whether they need money for medical insurance, whatever is it, or for medicine. Okay, so that one is a preference. Okay, number two, when determining to whom to give first between the two similar indigents, one should follow the kidima list, as long as both of them is equal needs. This means, for example, that both need money for food and both need money for the clothing. So I mean, as poor people in your town, both needs money for food or clothing. Okay. However, if one has a more pressing need, he should be given first, even though the further down on the priority list. So meaning, so we have to, you see, like, in order to find out this pressing need is not pressing need. So like from all of this that we said, we have to understand that we have to do like some kind of investigation. We have to ask questions. But just on a side note, if you ask all of the question and do not give anything to that person, it would be very, very offensive, very offensive. You understand? So this person would be upset very much. So why did you ask me all this question? So if you could not help, just tell me, right? I cannot help you. That's it. I understand. I would go to somebody else. But if you ask me all of this question, I expect you to give me some money. You understand? So it's just practical advice. If you ask all of these questions, if you want to get involved, so you have to give minimum, whatever, but you have to give. You cannot just ask the question and say, you know, based on this kadima list and based on your answer, I should give to another person. I mean, majority of the money should go to another person, but you should give to that person as well. Okay, continue. Therefore, an indigent from your city is in need of money and clothing, and the indigent from the different city in the need of food should be, one should give to the indigent who needs food first, since the need is more pressing. So one needs money and clothing in your city, and the one, as we said, on a different priority, meaning needs on food, right? So food is like, it's much more urgent than clothing. Okay. I mean, if you look at it practically, So it's much easier to get clothing, like even used clothing, right? Than to get money, to get food. Okay, like practically speaking. So people can donate. Say, oh, you know what? I actually gain weight. I'm now three size bigger. So you know what? I actually when before that I was your size. Here we go. Like suits and pants and I don't know shorts, all this ties for $500 or something. You understand? So it's like so he would give for free would be very happy, but to get money for food is not so simple. Continue. It is important to note that the above only applies when both indigent are not relatives. However, if a relative is in need, he takes precedence, even for non-compelling items. Let's read this again and we're going to explain. It is important to note that the above applies when both indigent not relatives. So wherever one is your city, one is a different city, in your city need the clothing and money, and then the other city he needs only he needs food. So that's clear. So whoever is the most present is food, right? But if somebody is with your relatives, right? However, if a relative is in need, it takes precedence even non-compelling items because it is a family, right? And it is true, like somebody asks, us to see if we can help, and we know that this guy have a very rich family, like. I mean, unless they say no, but this person said no, I cannot go to my family, and because he was trying to protect the dignity of his family, he cannot go to extended family, to the uncles and aunts, because they would think of me lowly. Understand? That's unfortunately the situation. But properly, the family should care about each other and support each other. Right? Then it takes precedence. Therefore, if one's relatives is in need of the clothing and someone else is in need of the food, one should give first to his relative, even though it is less urgent need. Exception, of course, in the case of pikuach nefesh. So if he just needs food, he said I need food, but I mean that depends on where do you live in the world. So in some countries, people do not die from hunger, from starvation. They can get they can get by, right? So not far from me there is an organization, I don't remember what is it, like pantry class, whatever they call themselves. So Chesed pantry, I don't remember. So they come to my shul to collect money, and basically whatever person, like poor person comes, so she just comes and takes whatever they need. All the canned foods, other foods. It's very very good organization. I mean, okay. And so to say that you can die from hunger, not exactly. Maybe they did not going to have meat for that person, but other foods, like canned foods and others, they would have. Okay. So again, the exception is pikuach nefesh. If it's not pikuach nefesh, so just money for food, maybe it's not that urgent, so he should help his relatives. Okay, continue. But again, as we said, not more than 50%, or we're going to say. Okay. Number 3, if man and a woman are from a same category are in need, one should give to a woman first. However, if man has a more pressing need, he should take precedence. Okay, so same category. Everything is the same. So we give to woman. Why? Right? Because we care about the woman's dignity. So she should not be on the street and asking for money. Okay. Right, but we said if in man's situation, so she need, I don't know, whatever she needs money for rent, and he needs food. So we it's food is more urgent. Okay. Number 4, when one indigent is Talmid Chacham and the other indigent is not, one should first provide for the needs of one who is Talmid Chacham. So, I mean, of course, we want to support Torah. So the other person can work, and I mean, maybe Talmid Chacham is also working. It's not like just because he's Talmid Chacham. Maybe he's not making enough. Maybe he was sick. Maybe this, maybe that. So he takes precedence over other people. Okay. Number 5. If everything is equal, then one should give to a Kohen before Levi and Levi before Israel. Okay, is it the last one? Let me see. Yeah, that's the last one. So, of course, we have a mitzvah that we must respect Kohanim, right? And in olden days, when we had the temple, of course, we give them truma, we give them the Leib would give them truma maaser, right? Truma maaser, right? And other gifts we give the firstborn. These like a lot of gifts the Kohen is going to get. So today, when the temple is not standing, like there is nothing that we can honor the Kohen with. So of course there is few things. We call them first to the Torah, and some other we give them right to say Birchas Hamazon, some other things. But here, when the Kohen is a special caste that Hashem said it's my people, and I'm going to support them. So they're not going to get a portion in Eretz Israel, but I'm going to be their portion. Right? The same with Levites, so meaning that Hashem is going to provide for Kohanim and for Levites. So of course there is no temple today, right? But meaning that Hashem still wants us to respect the Kohanim and Levites. So we have to give Kohen if it's everything as he said is the same. Kohen first, Levi second, and Israel is number 3. Okay.